There we go. Got one. No, this feels like a pretty... Ah, doggone it, he got off. Hey everybody, it is Thursday, August 13th, about 7:30 in the morning. I'm back out on the lake again, but we're going to try something a little bit different today. I'm going to do a challenge of sorts, a 3-lure challenge. I'm going to give myself 6 hours, and I'm only going to use 3 lures. The 3 lures will be a popper, and let's see, put that back on there. An urchin style bait, and since this is my first challenge of the year, I might try and do some more of these as well. Of course, we got to go with the old trusty spinnerbait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself 6 hours using these 3 different baits and see how many, if any, fish I can catch. So it's about 7:30 in the morning, so that'll give me till about 1:30 in the afternoon, which, believe me, if you've been out here in western Kentucky lately, 1:30 in the afternoon is going to be plenty because it's supposed to be another hot one. Heck, launched just a little bit ago and it's already 80 degrees outside. Good thing we got a little bit of cloud cover. That might help to keep the temperatures down a little bit, but I'll tell you what, it is really humid out here as well. So we're going to do this. I got the popper, I got an urchin bait, and I've got the spinner bait. Let's go see if we can't catch some fish. It is a little warm out here. I'm sweating already. We were supposed to have gotten a little bit of rain last night, possibly, but I don't think we got any, at least at the house anyway. I didn't see any indications of anything being wet around here. I came down a gravel road and I was kicking up some dust, so I don't think they got any rain down here either. There might not be anybody home over here. A little too shallow possibly, I don't know. That's the thing about fishing in the summertime. Fish aren't quite as predictable. They're kind of all over the place. All right, maybe a couple more casts over here and then that'll be it. Get off of this log. No, I'm not going to get off the log. As a matter of fact, I just got stuck on the log. Maybe that's my sign to leave the log and go somewhere else. There we go, got one. Got one on the old popper. Appears to be a decent little fish. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, what? I don't need a net on this one. Okay, going for a little flight. Here we go, bud. A little late on the hook set on that one. I saw him hit. I wasn't sure if he actually even took it. Whoa, settle down. So I kind of reeled down on it and saw that the popper was under the water. Figured he had it. All right, everybody, there you go. First fish of the day. Probably about 12, 13 inches. All right, let's put this guy on the board here. Gonna get our board wet. Put your tail down. 12 and a half, almost 12 and 3/4. Didn't quite make it to 12 and 3/4. All right, 12 and a half inches, first fish of the day on a popper. Thank you, fish. That's probably the first time I caught a fish on a popper in a long time, years. Generally don't use them. It just, like I said earlier, you just got too many choices. All right, put the popper down here for a little bit and try something different. Let's see, we have not thrown the spinner bait yet. And if you guys have watched me for any length of time, you know how I feel about a spinner bait. And if you haven't, let me tell you, spinnerbait is my go-to lure. I think I have the most confidence in a spinnerbait. There's so many different ways you can work a spinnerbait too. It's really versatile. A lot of people don't know you can let a spinnerbait sink to the bottom and work it along the bottom. On top, on the bottom, somewhere in the middle. It depends on how you work it. Right now I think I'll just slow roll it back, pause it every now and then, and stop and start. See what we can come up with. I think I caught a stickfish. I did. Ooh, it's a big one too. Got hung up, but at least I got hung up on a stick that was willing to cooperate here. All right, spinnerbait, get off of there. There we go. Ay, 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 getting hung up a lot today. There we go. Got one. You know, this feels like a pretty... Oh, doggone it, he got off. That was a pretty good one, too. At least I got that on camera, I believe. Dang, that was a nice one, too. Oh, well. Gotta get back at it again. That would have been a pretty good one. He was pulling pretty hard. Well, at least I know the big ones are up shallow still, because I'm only in 2 feet of water and I cast it over there. So he's probably definitely less than 2 feet anyway. All right, anyway, let's get this thing back in the water and try and do that again, but with better results. Son of a bitch. I just caught a little 9-inch bass. I thought I had the cameras going. I looked down and I didn't turn them back on after I lost that big one. I'm getting bad at that. I did that last week too. Oh well. Did catch a 9-incher on a spinnerbait. I wish I could have kept that other one on. He was pretty good. But they'd be hanging around the wood, and they seems like they are. Seems like they're relating to the wood. So I'm looking for every little piece of lay down or stump or whatever I can find out here. Maybe I'll swing by this area a little bit later and that big fish came back. That'd be nice. It was a good one. Bit of cloud cover coming in again. That's good. Keep that sun down. Oof. It's already hot enough, let alone sitting in that sun makes it even worse. Man, I felt something bump it. There we go. Guess it came back for it. Got one. Got another one. Not a big one, but I'll take it. All right, that's number 2 on the spinnerbait. Came off of that lay down right there. Whoa, he's not happy. Got a little bit of blood on that one too. All right, folks, there you go. Number 2 on the spinnerbait. Put him on the board here real quick. 12.5 again. 12.5. Hope he heals up pretty good. Hit him right in the top of the mouth there. All right, everybody. 12.5, number 2 on the spinnerbait. All right, let's go see if we can't catch some more. All right, midday report. Got 2 on a spinnerbait, lost that big one on a spinnerbait, and we got 1 on the popper so far. So, nothing on the urchin bait, except a lot of hang-ups on trees and branches and things like that. But we still got another 3 hours to go, so we're just going to keep at it here. See what else we can find. This one's a little bit nicer. This one's a little bit nicer. Let's see if we can't get him in there. There we go, folks. Another one on the spinnerbait. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this one's a little nicer. I think the other ones were both 12 and a half. I think this one here will go more than that. There we go. Let's get a measurement on this one. I'm thinking 15. Come on, Mr. Fish. Nope. 14 and a half. 14 and a half, maybe a pound and a half, give or take. All right, that's number 3 on the spinnerbait. 14 and a half, number 3 on the spinnerbait, folks. All right, thank you, fish. I was just about ready to give up over here too, because it's starting to get real weedy right up in here in front of me. A little too weedy to throw anything I've got going on today with my 3 challenge baits. So I was thinking I was going to go up just a little bit more and then turn around, but you got him right over here. So I'll continue forward just a little bit more, not much. Then I'm going to turn around and go back through those areas I've already been to. Can't get back in there, it's too shallow and too weedy right now. All right, I'll continue on right here and see what we can get. Oh my gosh. Oh, thought I had something there. I did. Another snag. Problem is, this time I set the hook on that thing and see if we can get it out. Let's see. Did we straighten out our hooks or anything? No? Okay, looks good. Got lucky there. Didn't want to lose my bait either. But got it out. Dang. Thought I had something again. It's hung up though. Again, but it came off. Ay, ay, ay. I paused to look around over there and wasn't reeling, and the thing probably went to the bottom and got hung up on a stick or something. Gotta keep these things moving. Those 2 exposed hooks there from this frog hook. Pretty easy to get hung up. All right, I'm gonna take off, go all the way back to that other spot. Ooh, man. Whew. Where I lost that one fish. I'll throw a different lure around in there first, the urchin bait and the popper maybe, and then try the spinnerbait again. If I don't catch that fish, there should be another one around over there, I would imagine. We'll find out. Okay, anyway, I'll see you when I get to that other shoreline. I'm going to be throwing this spinnerbait into these shade lines here. Bass will use shade as an ambush point. So that's where we're going to go. This lake is not real deep for them to go down into. I'm thinking the deepest spot in here is like 12 feet. Hopefully they're up here on the shade lines now that the sun is out. Holy cow, it is getting hot out here. Water temperature is 92.9. Got a very slight breeze out here right now. Let's see if I can see what the temperature is right now. 91. Feels like, what is that? 104. 91 degrees, feels like 104. Here I am out fishing. Whew. All right, I think I'm gonna have to get out a little earlier next time and get off the water a little sooner. It's starting to get a little warm. I got 1 hour left in my challenge, so I guess I'm gonna have to stick it out for 1 hour. Then I'm getting off the water. It's crazy. Got something. Here we go. Got one on the koiki. Seems like a pretty good one too. There we go. There we go. Get in my net. Koiki, urchin bait. I got one on the urchin bait. All right. Let's keep him in the water here for a second. Put the spot lock on. Right off of that weed line there. Oh, look. Came off. All right. Urchin bait comes through for one. That's a nice little bass. Better put that board in the water. It's probably hot. Okay, 13 and a half. 13 and a half, everybody. There we go, on our way back to the launch. Got this one, 13 and a half. Finally got one on the urchin bait today. Thank you, fish. All right. I got a little bit more time. I got probably another 15 minutes and I'm right here by the launch, so we'll just stay outside this weed line here and see what else we could pick up. There we go. Not too bad. Ooh, he's a fighter too. All right. Put the old spot lock on here and see what we got. This dude's a fighter. All right, everybody, there's another one. I think that's number 4 on the spinnerbait. Number 4 on the spinnerbait. Let's get some water on here. See what we got. 14 inches on that one. All right, folks. I think that's number 6, 4 on the spinnerbait. There you go, folks. Thank you, fish. Now, let's get that spinnerbait untangled from my net. And we still got a few minutes left. Hopefully, we'll catch another one before my time runs out. All right, everybody, it is 1:25. I have got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. And I'm going to spend it right over here by this log. I was over here earlier this morning, didn't get anything going on. Maybe we'll find something this time. All right, folks, there you have it. My first challenge type video. I've never done one of these before, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do some more. This one was 3 lures. I used a urchin style bait, a popper, and a spinnerbait. I think I've got, six fish, yeah. 4 on the spinnerbait, 1 on a popper, and 1 on an urchin style bait. And I did lose that other one that was on a spinnerbait, but doesn't count because I didn't get him in. Anyway, it was a pretty good day. Better than I've had in most of the tournaments I've fished in the last 5 tournaments. And yeah, like I said, I think I'll try this again. Try something different. Maybe only 1 bait, maybe a Barbie pole, maybe who knows what. I'll come up with something. Anyway, pretty good day out here. Pretty dang hot day out here. It is like 92 degrees right now, and my unit here is telling me the surface temperature 93.8 degrees. We did get a little bit of a breeze within the last hour or so, so it made it a little bit more bearable, but before that it was pretty miserable. Anyway, I'm ready for some fall fishing, but that's not going to be here for another month and a half or so. It's going to have to endure the heat. All right, until next time, see ya.